Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Real Talk with Coach Sherry. And this channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and of course, real life, real issues, and real talk. This is an impromptu live. I know you're all like, Coach Sherry's on. Yes, I decided to come here tonight and do this challenge live. Now, I want to invite you, if you are not yet part of this team, to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notification. Please be sure to give this live a thumbs up. And this is going to be interactive. So I want you to get to know me better, and I want to get to know you better. So as I answer the questions, I want you to put your answers, your response in the chat. And this way, we are doing this challenge together. So Vern's Junk Closet, actually, it was her other channel. It was the Vee Mc Show, challenged me to do the either way or why. Is it either way or why? No, either or and why challenge. So it's the either or and why challenge. And I thought it was a great challenge. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. And at first I was thinking about a creative way to do it, as a video. But then I thought it would be great, even better, more interactive, and to involve you while I do it. So, hey, Vern's Junk Closet. How are you? Yes, I decided to do your challenge that you challenged me. I decided to do it live. And I want to call out, and I'm going to repeat this throughout, but I also have the links down below. But I want to call out and challenge Mrs. Carter, better known as Carter's Eat, Sister Fefe Tyson, Conversations with D, Pink Motivation, You Can Talk Your Way to Healthier Relationships, and JW Van Minimal. Now, underneath this live, and once it's recorded and everything, I will have the links to all those channels down below. So if you're interested in checking them out, because they are great channels, be sure to go there. Now, this challenge was created by G Free, and I have the link to the actual challenge that she created in the description box as well. And I have the Vee Mc Show when Vern did it, and I have that video link in the description box below as well. So let's see. I see Vern's Junk Closet is in the building. Jazzy Nicole81, thank you so much for being here. So what I am doing with this challenge, I'm not doing it by myself. As I do it, as I answer the questions, I want you ladies to answer the questions in the chat as well. I also have the questions to this challenge in the description box. So if you want to peek ahead and see what some of the questions are, feel free. I didn't give the questions a lot of thought. However, when I was watching Vern's do it, I was like, okay, yeah, I like that. I think this challenge is a great way for you to get to know me and for me to get to know you a lot better. So I'm just going to wait a few more minutes for more people to come in. I know that this is spur of the moment, like I said, and I'm just glad that you said, you know what, let me see what Coach Sherry's doing over there. It probably was a surprise to see it pop up on your notifications that I am live. I'm just here trying to have a good time. It's Monday night. It's been a interesting 2 weeks. And I said, I wanted to kick this week off with something fun, something interactive. Typically my normal going live scheduled date and time are on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to try and go, well, not try, I am going to go live more often, but definitely every Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when I go live on Friday nights, I typically will have a special guest. And I have an amazing guest this Friday coming up, and I cannot wait for you all to meet her. Some of you may already be familiar with her because she is the mother of a daughter she's a mother and her daughter is a YouTuber. And many of you are very familiar with who her daughter is, but I won't let the cat out of the bag just yet. I had a great time Friday night. If you missed my live this past Friday night, I had alumni from Lincoln University in Pennsylvania on. That is my alma mater as well. And we had quad chat. We were talking about our experiences at Lincoln and the upcoming homecoming. You guys, homecoming was virtual and it was Saturday night, and I had such a good time. They did a remarkable job. Whoever was doing the production as it was going, because there was so many layers to it, whoever did that, they did a great job. Let's see, I see Minister of Music, Terrence Trower is in the building. Thank you for being here. Jaden Sud, 28, is in the building. And of course, Vern's Junk Closet, Jazzy Nicole81. I appreciate you all for being here in this live. So as you can tell from the title, this is a challenge. And this is not a challenge just for me. I want all of you to participate. This is going to be interactive, so I want you to participate. When I say what the question is, please, I want you to write your response in the chat. And I'm calling out other YouTubers to do this challenge. And I'm calling out Mrs. Carter, better known as Carter's Eat, Sister Fefe Tyson, Conversations with D, Pink Motivation, You Can Talk Your Way to Healthier Relationships, and JW Van Minimal. I do have their links all in the description box below. And I'm excited to get these questions out and also to see how you're going to answer the questions. You know, this is a great way for me to get to know you better, and for me to get to know you better, and for you to get to know me better. And also for you all to get to know each other better as you are here in the live. And I appreciate you. And if you're watching this as a replay, as I go through, this is still going to be interactive even for you. So please be sure to write down your responses in the comment box below. There's quite a few questions, so, bear with me. So this is about either, or, and why. The Either, Or, and Why challenge. It was created by G Free, and I was challenged by Vee Mc Show. Vee Mc Show is better known as Vern's Junk Closet. If you do not have her second channel, I highly recommend you get it. On that second channel, she is really letting her hair down. She is showing you her other side where she's doing hauls. She's doing things that are a little bit more personal. She's eating and talking, chatting, at lunch. She's still sharing those nuggets, dropping those nuggets. And she's doing things like this type of challenge. And so when she challenged me, I was like, oh, no one usually ever challenges me because I typically don't do the challenges. But you know what? I'm fun. Y'all may not know it, but I am fun for real. And I wanted you to see this side of me and to get to know me a little bit better, other than just with workforce development and entrepreneurship. I am so much more than that. I'm a mother of three young adults. I'm married. Trust me, I know how to have a good time. So let me see who else is in the building. I see Tonya Lambert is in the building. Bob Nation TV is here. Thank you so much for joining in tonight. It's going to be fun. We're going to get to know each other a lot better, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, so I hope you all are able to write down your responses in the chat box, whether you are on your phone, on your laptop, on your tablet, whatever device you're using. I want you to do this challenge with me. I'm not in this by myself. So let's go. All right. Either, or, and why. All right, let's see. Yes, mother of three. I am busy. So Tonya, let me tell you, and this is what I tell young people. When you start having a family, spread your children out by at least 5 years. Have them 5 years apart. All three of my children are exactly 20 months apart to the almost minute. My middle daughter is really my center child because she's exactly 20 months younger and older than her two siblings. And when they're young, it was easy. It was cute, all their friends were the same, basically, because my son was just 3.5 years old when my third child was born. He's the oldest. And my youngest is a daughter. So I have a son and 2 daughters. But y'all, when they get to be around 12, 13, and those AAU tournaments roll around and they start, the activities that they were starting to do when they were younger, they're good at it and they love it and they want to continue and they want to do it competitively. It's just me and my husband. So we were everywhere at the same time. And I just think if you spread them out by 5 years, if you have a 5-year-old and a newborn, cool. And that 5-year-old, now you have that 10-year-old, great. 2 different generations, basically. Then you have the 10 and 15, 10, 15, 20. I mean, it's just so much easier. You can concentrate solely on one at a time. I think we did a great job. They all are individuals, but just spacing them out, I feel would have given us a break. It would have allowed us to get some breathing room. Because right now with 3, I have 3 in college right now. They're 18. How old is my daughter? 18, 20, and 22. My son just turned 22 a couple of weeks ago, and they're all in college. So yeah, please try and space them all out. Your sister and you are 23 months apart, and her girls are 23 months apart. It can be maddening. It can be. I love seeing their relationship, though. My kids are really close. I'm close to them. My husband's close to them. And it's almost like we grew up together as well. Because let me tell you, I never changed a diaper until my son was born. My husband never changed a diaper either. So, we definitely grew as parents as they grew as children. And we just did the best we could. When we first got married, we got a boxer, a dog, the boxer breed. And we called him our trial baby. And it taught us how to co-parent. You have to walk the dog, you have to feed the dog, you have to make sure the dog is taken care of, and it shouldn't all go on one person. So we learned how to co-parent with him. And, we'd wake up and determine who was going to do what with him first thing that morning, because he had to be walked, fed, and all those things. And it was a great learning experience. I highly recommend for newlyweds to get a puppy. I know some people get married and they already had a dog, a pet, or whatever, but if you can get a puppy together as a newlywed, it changes the dynamics of things. It really does. You can really see how a person is going to respond as a true parent. And our dog set us up, I feel, for success. Let's see. I see Edward Smart is in the building. Thank you for being here, Edward. It's good to see you. It's great to see everyone. I know this is Monday night. Monday Night Football is probably on. I don't really have a team per se anymore. Football for me is business. So if it's not paying, it's not my business. No, but I don't really have a team anymore. But growing up, I was a huge Giants fan. And I'll talk more about sports and football probably definitely in another video. All right, so are you guys ready? Put a red heart in the chat if you are ready to start this challenge and you are tired of just hearing me talk. Are you ready to start this challenge? Let me see. Jazzy Nicole is saying my siblings are all at least 20 years older. Okay, wow. Yeah, so Jazzy Nicole, my brothers are 8 and 9 years older than me, but 20 years, that's quite a bit of age difference. But yeah, 8 and 9 years older than me, but I never felt like they were that much older than me until I was probably in middle school. But then I realized, even though they're 8 and 9 years older than me, once I turned 20, we'd all be in the same decade together. So when I was 20, they were 28 and 29, and I loved every minute of it. So this year, next week, I'll be 51, and my oldest brother just turned 60 Saturday. And so now we're getting ready to be out of the same decade again, because my youngest brother is 58. And then, but yeah, 20 years, that's a lot. Wow. Hey, Natural Larisha, it's so good to see you here. Thank you for being here. I saw you earlier. Some of you I had seen earlier. It's so amazing. These YouTube streets. I was bumping into Verns everywhere today. I bumped into her in at least 3, maybe 4 different lives. And it's like, hey, Verns, there you are. You following me? No, I'm following you. You following me? And I know that I had seen Jazzy Nicole81 in a few of the live streams earlier. So it's great to see you guys. Thank you for rounding out your day and sharing it and being here with me. So I appreciate that, because you definitely could have been anywhere else. So I appreciate each and every one of you. So this challenge was created by G Free, and I was challenged by Vern, not Vern's Junk Closet, but her second channel, the Vee Mc Show. And I am challenging Mrs. Carter from Carter's Eat, Sister Fefe Tyson. And Mrs. Carter is Carter's Eat's second channel. So if you don't have that, I do have the link down below so you can check her out. Sister Fefe Tyson, Conversations with D, Pink Motivation, You Can Talk Your Way to Healthier Relationships, and JW Van Minimal. So I am challenging all of you, but tonight, as I go through this challenge for the first time, I want you all to participate with me, because I want to get to know you as you get to know me. So let's see. Oh, thank you, Natural. It's great to see you. All right, let's see. See, this is why I need a producer, so that they could kind of filter through the stream for me. And I actually have someone in mind. I have a couple of people in mind, but someone approached me because she heard me say it, and she's very interested in being the producer, because it's just like anything else. I want to give all my time to you and have a great conversation. But if I have to keep pausing, to me, pausing like I do, looking at the chat, it's almost like you're having a conversation with me and I'm pulling out my phone and looking at my text messages or looking at social media. And I feel like that is so rude. So I don't want to keep doing that, diverting my eyes down to the chat. But then you guys are actually really in the chat. So I have to look down to include you and see what you're saying. Oh, such is life. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first question. Remember, it's either or and why. So you have to pick one or the other. So the first one is coffee or tea. I prefer coffee. I love the taste of coffee. It's like, and I know my accent, you're probably like, coffee, what? But I love the robust flavor of coffee. It has a more definite taste. To me, tea is just like a flavored water. It's too thin in flavor. I like something that's a little more heavier than just regular tea. So which do you prefer, coffee or tea? Please put your response in the chat box. Let me see. I'll wait around until you guys put your responses in. I see we have 7 in the building. So if at least 3.5 of you, half of the 7 can play along, that would be great, because this is going to be an interactive live. I'm getting to know you as you are getting to know me. So I see Jazzy Nicole is saying tea, but she likes coffee, but it doesn't like her. You know what? I think it's like the older a person gets, different foods react to your body differently, or your body reacts to different foods differently. And so many people I know that used to be big coffee drinkers are like, oh no, if I drink coffee, I cannot leave the house. And so, I get that. And sometimes I guess it may be the milk. Instead of using milk, you use powdered creamer instead of, the milky kind. So let's see. Thank you, Verns, for welcoming everyone in. I see Edward Smart is saying he prefers coffee. So Edward, have you ever had coffee from Louisiana, from New Orleans at Cafe Du Monde? They have, I forget the name of the coffee, but it's a particular type of coffee. And I only have been able to find it in New Orleans. Are you familiar with that coffee? If you can let me know in the chat. That coffee is so good, you guys. It's so like, it's such a real taste. I can't even just. It's earthy. It's flavorful. It's fragrant. It's so dark. Even if you don't put it, use a lot of the coffee grinds in it, it's still a very dark, rich coffee, and it just tastes so good. If you've ever been to Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans, put a red heart in the chat box. I'm telling y'all, if y'all hadn't been to Cafe Du Monde, they sell coffee, they sell hot chocolate, but they're known for their beignets. And their beignets, that's that white powdered donut, but they serve them hot. And oh my goodness, they are just amazing. I have yet to meet a person that did not like beignets. So put a red heart in the chat if you have been to Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans. Let me see. Tonya Lambert, it says, I have the same problem, Jazzy. Definitely tea. All right. So we have 2 teas and and 2 coffees, including myself. So, but I don't see any red hearts. You guys haven't been to Cafe Du Monde in New Orleans? It's in the French Quarter, and it's this little cafe, and it's out. It's like, it's almost on a little island, like a little block of its own. And it is just amazing to go there. I wonder how it's doing since, Katrina, and since a lot of things have changed. I don't really hear a lot about it anymore, but hello, Pink Motivation. So Pink Motivation, it's going to be important for you to pay attention to this challenge because I am challenging you. You are one on my list. I am challenging Mrs. Carter from Carter's Eat, Sister Fefe Tyson, Conversations with D, Pink Motivation. Pink Motivation is in the building, you guys. You Can Talk Your Way to Healthier Relationships, and JW Van Minimal. So what this is, Pink Motivation, it is a challenge created by G Free, and it's called Either, Or, and Why. And I was challenged by Vee Mc Show, better known as Vern's Junk Closet. And so what we're doing tonight is an interactive challenge. For me, I created it to be interactive. I just was like, I think I want to hear what other people have to say, even though G Free created it, but I'm just putting a little twist and making it into a live. Because as I answer, I want everyone to please participate and answer your responses as well. All right. So I see Egan Keeber is in the building. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming. Welcome to this live, this spontaneous impromptu live. Oh my goodness. I see a lot of great people in here. If you don't know everyone that's in this building, you need to get to know them. These are great people, great channels, great content. And I encourage you to go and check out their channels. If you like what you see, definitely give them thumbs up, leave comments, and support them. All right, so the next one is a cat or a dog. So I already told you that my husband and I had a trial baby, which was our boxer. Dino was his name. We got him in St. Louis when we lived in St. Louis. And so I'm actually a dog person. So I'm a dog person because dogs, to me, especially a boxer. I don't know if any of you are familiar with boxers, but to me, they're like little boys in dog suits. They are just so hilarious. They're so comical. Their facial expressions. First of all, their face is a face that only a mother could love. And it's just their character is just so quirky. And so I really enjoy dogs. I love how they can be trained to follow commands, and it just makes them really cool. I just hadn't really found a cat to be able to sit and stay like a dog can. So if your cat can do that, that's awesome. But I hadn't seen a cat that could do that. Okay, so let me see. What are some of the things in here? I see Edward Smart is saying cat. Okay. And Tonya Lambert is saying a dog. She has a service dog who is an English lab. Okay, that's cool. Jazzy Nicole is saying dog. And Verns is saying really to Tonya. But I know Verns, I think she's a cat person. Let's see who else. Jazzy said something. She hadn't been to New Orleans, but she's been to Baton, and they call it Baton Rouge, to Baton Rouge. Yeah, and it's right there across the bridge. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you were that close to New Orleans. It didn't go. You should have been like, y'all, I'll be right back. Take the Uber or something and go there real quick. It was right there. All right, let me see. Okay. Yes, thank you, Verns. So in the description box below, Pink Motivation, I do have the information for this challenge. I know you're like, what did I just stumble upon? Oh my goodness. Yes, I see the cats, Verns. Absolutely. Thank you all for speaking to each other, walking into the building. I always view lives as like a networking opportunity. You know how when you go after work or during work or whenever, just in business, if you just have a place to go, you've been invited somewhere, an event, and you go, when you walk in, you say hi to people. Hi, how you doing? And you get to meet people. And that's what Alive to me is. It's a networking opportunity. It's just virtual. And that's the cool thing, because we're literally meeting people from all over the world, all walks of life. And we are able to be together in one spot, which is Alive, and get to know one another and meet one another and speak to one another. Let's see. Yep. And I see everyone is speaking. That's awesome. Thank you. Tonya, yeah, I lived near I used to live in St. Louis. Actually, we lived in Chesterfield, which is like a suburb, I guess, of St. Louis. And let me tell you, out of all the places that we lived, which has been Los Angeles, St. Louis, of course, New Jersey, in New York metropolitan area, New Orleans, and Charlotte, my favorite place was St. Louis. And you guys, when my husband didn't sign his contract for us to stay in St. Louis, I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby. Like, oh my goodness, I love it here. And the thing about St. Louis that I loved were the people. The natives to St. Louis. They were amazing. They were so nice, welcoming, friendly, resourceful. I loved the history there. I just really enjoyed myself in St. Louis. But, the show must go on. So we ended up leaving, and actually had better opportunities and things like that. But I never forgot St. Louis. Not at all. Yes. Okay. So you familiar with Chesterfield? We didn't live too far from the Chesterfield Mall, right there. Yes, St. Louis is amazing. If you guys have not been to St. Louis, I highly recommend that you go. If you have gone, please put a red heart in the chat and let me know. All right, so the next either or and why is a pool or beach. So which do you prefer, the pool or the beach? For me, I prefer the beach. I feel like the pool is an imitation of the beach because the beach gives me so much life, the movement of the water, the waves. And I know that there's so much life in a beach, at a beach, in the water. I remember, and I'm gonna probably do a video on our honeymoon, because I got married in 1995, and back then there was no Google, no computers, there was nothing to do like quick research on or anything like that. My two older brothers had been married prior to me getting married, and one went to Hawaii for his honeymoon and one went to Jamaica. And I had been to a lot of Caribbean islands by then, with my parents, with my girlfriends, just quick weekend trips and everything. And my husband had never been to a tropical island. And so I really wanted our honeymoon to be special. So because we didn't have Google, and I didn't want to go to anything traditional, what's it called? Travel agents typically would steer you towards Jamaica or Hawaii or something like that. And I had already been to Bermuda and Bahamas and all those other places. So I actually requested from the Tourist Board of New York pamphlets on small secluded islands. And you guys, they sent me brochures for islands to this day I have never heard of. And it was so many. It was a big manila envelope. Remember, people used to mail stuff, but it was a big manila envelope with just a ton of brochures in it. And I remember just undoing it like on my table, and it was just brochures everywhere, and I just combed through each one to see which one I wanted to go to. No one I knew heard of any of those islands. And the one that we selected was called Young Island. And it's in the Grenadines, just off of St. Vincent. We had to go to New York, fly from New York to Barbados, fly from Barbados to St. Vincent, and then take a boat over to Young Island. Young Island is 35 acres. There's only 11 cottages, so only 11 couples can be on that island at one time. And included in that package for the honeymoon, it was a 2-week honeymoon. Included in that package was a 2-night, 3-day yacht cruise to 2 other islands, Mystique and Bequia. And it was just my husband and I on the yacht, a chef and a sailor that sailed the yacht. And that was it. And it was amazing. We literally never saw another couple the whole time. I mean, the way that they have the cottages there, I don't know who else was on the island. It was remarkable. And then before our son was born, and he's our firstborn, I miscarried. And, to me, you don't know if you can get pregnant till you get pregnant. And so when we finally got pregnant, I was so happy. And then to miscarry the baby, I was like, oh my goodness, it just rocked our world. And it was during preseason, so my husband didn't have as much flexibility. And I remember going to the Bahamas. He came out to see me sometimes. I had a best friend to come out, but I stayed there for almost a month. It felt like I lived there. But I wanted to be near water and moving water life. And so I love the beach. I know I said a lot just to say that I love the beach, but this is about you getting to know me and me getting to know you. So let's see. Which one do you prefer, the beach or the pool? Let's see. Oh, the mall's not doing so well, Tonya? Wow, I hate to hear that. A lot of malls aren't doing good, actually, and they are just, because so many people are shopping online now. Jazzy Nicole is saying she says the beach for sure. And Tonya says, oh, wait. Tonya says, a pool. I have a muscle disorder called cerebral palsy. So the waves are hard to deal with. Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Absolutely. Because the waves can be hard for anyone to deal with. So I can imagine that they can be challenging. And for some reason, to me, the waves are even stronger here lately. Edward Smart is saying that the beach. There are a lot of beaches here. Okay, so where do you live, Edward? I know my favorite beach in the United States is Destin, Florida, you guys. If you have not been, I highly recommend that you go. If you are unable to travel, to an island for whatever reason, you may not want to fly or whatever. And I know right now is not a good time to travel even to Florida, but when things clear up, and when you get an opportunity, go to Destin, Florida. It is so beautiful. The sand is so white. I remember one time we went there at night, and the sand against the black sky looked like snow. It was so white, and it's powder. It's not hard. It's not hot. You can lay on the sand without a towel and get up and just have a few sprinkles on you. That's it. It doesn't cake up and get muddy like some other beaches do. The water is pure turquoise. It's beautiful, beautiful. When we lived in New Orleans, that's the beach that a lot of people that live like in Louisiana, Texas, Mississippi, Alabama go to, because from New Orleans, I want to say it's about a 3 to 4 hour drive. So it was really easy to get to. Let's see, everyone is still speaking. Great. Let's see, Bermuda. Bermuda is beautiful, Verns. It is. It's very expensive there, though. I remember even back when I was in high school, I want to say a hamburger was almost $10. That was crazy. Horseshoe Bay Beach in Bermuda. Hawaii. Edward, you live in Hawaii? Oh, my goodness. Yes, you have beaches there. That is a blessing. All right, let's see. Sweet wine or dry wine? Now, this one was a little challenging because I like both, but for different reasons. So dry wine, I prefer it with food. Sweet wine, if I'm just like sipping and having conversation. So which do you prefer, sweet wine or dry wine? And I want to see what Pink Motivation was saying. Let me see. Will this challenge be a live stream, coach? No, actually, Pink Motivation, I just made it into a live stream for my part because I was challenged by Verns, but you can do it as a video. You don't have to do it as a live stream. I actually left G Free, who is the creator of this challenge. I left the link to the actual challenge in the description box. And I also put a link to Vern's video that she did doing this challenge as well. So you can see how they did it. I just wanted to do it with you guys so I can get to know you a little bit better as you get to know me better. So you don't have to, there's no pressure for you to do it live. Although you do amazing lives. I've been on your lives, Pink Motivation. You are really good. Let's see. So you want to purchase a home in Hawaii, Burns, or in Bermuda? Jazzy Nicole is saying dry wine. Tonya Lambert, never had wine. Burns said sweet wine. I had done this challenge as a live. You did? Okay, I'll have to go back and see your live with it too then. It's probably a lot quicker than mine. I apologize, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna move along. So now we're talking about colors, red or blue. Which do you prefer, red or blue? I prefer red for many reasons. One reason is because I am a Delta. I'm part of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I pledged when I was an undergrad in 1989, so it's been a long time ago. And red is also, to me, it's very vibrant. It's a strong color. It's a real color. It's not made, with other colors. So I really like red. Which do you prefer? Edward likes Merlot. Okay. Hi, Carolyn Eats All. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the live. It's good to see you. It's good to see you. In Bermuda, I told them I am a Bermudian, and they said it was okay. All right, I know that's right. So Jazzy, you like red. Jazzy Nicole likes red. Minister of Music, Terrence Trower, is saying hello. Good job. And he's saying hello to everyone. Thank you. So what color do you all prefer? I see Jazzy Nicole says red. Anyone else have red or blue are the two colors? Which do you prefer? I see Tonya Lambert is saying she red. I am legally blind, so brighter colors are easier to see. Plus, it's cheerful. Absolutely. Yes. It's the first 10 minutes of the live. Okay. So you did that and then you went into your live, Jazzy Nicole 81. So Pink Motivation is saying, okay, thanks. I have to go and join a collab now. Thanks so much for the challenge. I will do it as a live as well. All right, cool. I can't wait to see it. All right. Thank you, Pink Motivation. All right. The next one is television or movies. So I do not prefer commercials, even for YouTube. I have the membership where I don't have to have commercials. So I prefer movies. I just want to see everything straight. I'm so curious and I guess a little bit impatient. So I just really want to see things without the commercials. So which do you prefer, television or movies? Edward, you like blue? I'm sure you see beautiful blues, shades of blue, especially in that water in Hawaii. Television or movies? Let's see. I wish I had a little buzzer or like a thinking bell, the one like dun, 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 the type of thing. I'm gonna move along. Okay, I see Tanya is saying movies. And Tales of Tea. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the live. How are you doing this evening? And so she's saying, me too. I have the premium YouTube. Yeah. Because and I found out that even having that premium, if a person is monetized, that just because you don't see their commercials, they still are being paid from you viewing. So I was really glad to hear that. But yes. So Carolyn Eats All says TV. Jazzy Nicole says, oh, see, this live goes by so fast. Edward says movies. Jazzy Nicole says both, but movies. Okay. And Verns, oh no, you are impatient. I am, Verns. That's why I can't cook, because I'm too impatient. So things get burnt or undercooked, and I don't follow directions because I'm just trying to get it done. So I'm not really allowed in the kitchen to that extent anymore. Over 50 and Fantabulous, welcome to the live. It's so great to see you. I was trying to see, do you have a Instagram account? Over 50 and Fantabulous. And she's welcoming everyone in. Thank you. I love seeing everyone speaking. That is so awesome. So for those of you that are just coming in, this is an either or and why challenge. I have been challenged by Vern's Junk Closet, really by Vee Mc Show. The creator of this challenge is G Free, and I felt like I wanted to get to know you while you get to know me. So as I answer these questions, I want you to just write in the chat which one you prefer. So the next one is a physical book or audio book. So for me, I love the feel of paper and pages and turning them. And I find that I have a better attention span if I'm able to physically turn the page. So I prefer the physical book, although the audio books make it much easier to travel with. You know, you just have it on your device and you can take it. And I do have books on audio, but I'd rather read the words, even though you can hear them with audio. And, you know, it's great when you're driving, if you have to drive a lot. But I really rather read the words on the page because it gives me a different meaning. Which do you prefer, physical books or audio books? I see Tonya is saying audio books. Okay, I'm going to look for you then on Instagram. Thank you, Over 50 and Fantabulous. Yeah, no, I'm not really allowed in the kitchen. And when I cook, I try to cook at least once a week because I just feel like, you know, I should. They always say that they're fasting. Yeah. My whole family tells me when they see me in the kitchen, they're like, oh, that's right, we're fasting. It is hilarious. And then, you know, of course, after I finish whatever I'm cooking, and then if they taste it and it's good or whatever, like usually it's one of them that would taste it. Typically it'll be the youngest. And if she gives it a green light, then it's a go. So yeah, but I know where to get good food. I know all the best places to eat. I know who caters and what they cater well. So no one goes hungry. And my husband, he cooks for sustenance. So it's not the best, but you're not going to go hungry. That's for sure. Okay. You love to cook, Tonya? Let's see. All right. So the next one, summer or winter. We're talking about seasons now. So summer or winter. I prefer winter because I love winter clothes. I love sweaters, boots, you know, bulky clothes. I just think they are comfortable and cozy, and it's easier to get warm if you're cold, to me, than it is to get cool if you're hot. So I prefer winter. Which season do you prefer, summer or winter? I see everyone is speaking. Let me see. This is moving so fast. Hi, Vicky's World. Welcome. It's so good to see you. Wow. It's great to see everyone. Thank you all for being here. It is Monday night. Maybe your team is not on. I don't know who your team is, but you could have been anywhere and you said, you know what, I'm going to pop over and see what Coach Sherry's doing. So thank you so much. So this is the either or and why challenge, and you all are doing a great job playing along with me. I appreciate it. As I am telling you more about myself, I'm learning a little bit more about you all. So summer, no winters here. Oh my goodness, Edward, I didn't even know you were in Hawaii. Yes, I'm sure you almost have to love summer if you're going to live in a place like Hawaii. Absolutely. Let's see. And Minister of Music Terrence is saying that he loves winter as well. You see how fast it goes? I can't even keep up. He said that he loves the winter. And This is why I need a producer. Yeah, so Edward, you like the feel of the pages too on the books? Yes, absolutely. You guys know I'm still relatively new to the live. So Tanya is saying winter. I also love the clothes and the snow is so pretty. Yeah, the snow is beautiful. I grew up in New Jersey, and so we would get really pretty bad blizzards, but life still went on. Like it didn't shut anything down. And you know, I really enjoyed the crisp air. I always felt like when it snows, it just kind of filters out the bad and it cleans the air and the environment. Where I'm at now in the Carolinas in Charlotte, it doesn't really snow that much. And if it's just calling for snow, it's going to shut everything down. It's interesting. And so Minister of Music Terrence is saying, I love winter as well. Yes, I agree. I don't like to sweat. Yes. And so living in New Orleans, it was like that was the hottest place on earth to me. You know, St. Louis has really hot summers too. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Okay, so the next one is spring or fall. Spring or fall. So that was hard for me because spring is bringing of life. You know, things are blooming, growing, blossoming, and fall is, you know, things are turning and are dying out or falling off. But both seasons are so beautiful, and they both are the entrance to something else. You know, like fall is definitely short and it's just leading right into winter. Spring is short and leading right into summer. So I really couldn't determine. I definitely like fall clothes better, but spring is just so beautiful. And you know that, you know, God has his hand on all of this. I mean, he has his hand in all the seasons, but in the spring, you can see the life, like without even trying, things are growing, things are blooming and blossoming, and it's just so beautiful. But then there's that fall, and you see the changing of the colors of the leaves, and you know, it doesn't happen by accident. That's still God. And to see it when you're driving, especially if you're driving in the mountains, I don't know if mountains are near where you are, but if you drive through the mountains, and you could just be minding your business on a highway, just look around. And if it's any type of incline and to see those trees as you're going down, it's just remarkable. So I don't know. Which one do you guys prefer, fall or spring? Let's see. Hi, Blinding Lights. It's good to see you. I saw you earlier as well. It's good to see you. Thank you and welcome to the live. Let's see. So Tanya says she would love to see New York in the winter. Okay, so the thing about New York in the winter, yeah, it's good when the snow is coming down, but as soon as it hits and those taxis start rolling on it and the cars and the traffic and the people and the snow is not white anymore, it turns dark and no, it's not so nice. But as it's coming down, I remember, you know, getting caught kind of like in snowstorms a little bit when I worked in Manhattan. And Vern, she grew up in Brooklyn, so she definitely can contest with this. But it's so quiet when it snows. It's so quiet and peaceful, you know. I remember even when my kids were younger, because my mother-in-law moved back to Queens, and going up there, you know, going to the Macy's store to see the decorations, and ice skating at Rockefeller Center is amazing. You know, it's really cool, the different things that you can do with the changing of the seasons, like ice skating in the winter and jet skiing in the summer and horseback riding in the fall. I mean, you know, it's like all different things you can take advantage of. Let's see. Fall, and then Tanya is saying fall is getting colder and she loves the leaves of fall. Hey, Yeast Belize, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I saw Yeast Belize earlier too. I'm trying to tell you guys, if you do not have everyone that's in this live, please go and connect. They are great people, great content, and they have a lot to say. So the next is cake or pie. Which do you prefer, cake or pie? We are upon the holidays, and now is the time a lot of people are going to start baking and things of that nature. I prefer cake, but really a particular cake. My mother-in-law makes a sweet potato cake that is amazing. We actually used it as a groom cake for my wedding. I had 400 guests, and she baked sweet potato cake for days. And, we got the little box, and that was like a little giveaway that we gave to our guests. I mean, we had a whole dessert bar and everything, but the sweet potato cake is just such a staple piece that she makes. It's so rich. It has so many different layers, flavors, ingredients. And imagine like I don't even know, what's the name of that cake? What's the chocolate cake with the coconut kind of icing on it? German chocolate cake, but a carrot cake, German chocolate cake mixed together. You kind of think you eat in fruit cake, but it doesn't have like that rum kind of taste to it at all. It doesn't have that fruit in it, but it has pecans in it, and it has coconut in it, and it's layered. She makes it like, it feels like 4 layers. It's the thickest cake I've ever seen, and it's heavy. All you need is 1 slice, for real. That's it. You're not going back for any more because it is so rich, but it's so good. It is so good. So good. I can't make it. I have the ingredients and how to make it and everything, but I don't cook like that, so I'm not going to follow all that. I might give it to my younger daughter to maybe try and make, and if she does for the holiday, then I'll maybe make a video so you guys can see, because I'm trying to tell you that's the best cake ever. Oh, and it has such a good, the kind of food I like is the kind of food that leaves an amazing aftertaste in your mouth. When you eat it, you ate it, and it lingers, and it's good, and it makes you want to just lick your lips like, So that's what that cake does. It does. So which do you prefer? Hey, Be the Difference, how are you? Which do you prefer, cake or pie? So Jazzy's saying cake, but she loves pie too. I like pie a lot, but it's the cake. And Jazzy is saying she just likes food. And Tonya said, if it's chocolate, either way, my grandmother used to make chocolate fried pies. I never heard of a chocolate fried pie before. That sounds interesting. Sweet potato pie definitely is, that goes almost without saying, Edward. German chocolate cake, yes, Jazzy. Okay. And German chocolate cake is kind of, it just puts me in the mind a little bit of the sweet potato cake, but the sweet potato cake is just so good. I love chocolate too, Verns, definitely. Hey, Fish Snatcher, how are you doing? I was starting to get into your live, and then something fell off on I think it was Saturday night. Everything worked out okay? I hope it did. Let's see. All right. And so Jazzy saying Black Forest, pineapple upside down, yellow cake, angel food, all good. Yes, it is all good. So I see everyone is so happy to see Vicky as well. Yes. So you guys that just are coming in, we're doing the either or and why challenge. I was challenged by Vern's Junk Closet / Vee Mc Show. This was created by G Free. And I have challenged Mrs. Carter from Carter's Eat, Sister Fefe Tyson, Conversations with D, Pink Motivation, and You Can Talk Your Way to Healthier Relationships, as well as JW Van Minimal. So I am going over these questions. I'm answering, but you are too in the chat, so that as you get to know me, I get to know you. So we are down to apples or oranges. I really prefer apples because of the fiber, and I just love that apples come in different variations. I like the pink lady or the crisp, honey crisp, I think it's called. It's sweet and it's crunchy, and I just feel like I work a little bit harder when I eat an apple, and I like that. It almost like gives my jaws exercise. So which do you prefer, apples or oranges? Mrs. Carter. Soror. You heard your name. I see you. What? Yes, I am challenging you, among other people, with Sister Fefe Tyson, Conversations with D, Pink Motivation. You can talk your way to healthier relationships, and J.W. Van Minimal to this challenge that G Free created. Burns Junk Closet Vee Mc Show has challenged me. So, I don't do challenges. So, and I can't do this by myself. That's why I'm here live doing it with all of you so that you can participate and learn more about me as I learn about you. Everyone is answering and I'm enjoying that. I see Justmefeefe Uniquefee is in the building. I had just connected with you and I am glad that you are here tonight. Mrs. Carter says I'll be quiet. You don't have to be quiet, but to see how it flows. I also left the video link to G Free, who is the creator of this challenge, in my description box. I also left the link to the Vee Mc Show, the challenge that she did today as well. And I left the link to all the people that I challenged to do this in the description box below too. So if I'm saying their names and you're not familiar with them, I encourage you to go over to them and check them out. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Carter Soror. Thank you. All right, let's see. So I didn't see what you guys said. Orange. Okay, Edward Smart said oranges. Edward, what is the most popular apple in Hawaii? Like in New York, Macintosh is really popular. There's sometimes different regions have particular apples that they're known for. So is there a particular type of apple that is really popular in Hawaii? Mrs. Carter said, I'll be quiet. Hi, Justmefeefe Uniquefee. How are you? So good to see you here. Thank you for telling everyone and asking them to thumbs up. I appreciate that. Okay, let me see. Good night, Tonya. It was great having you here. Thank you for being here. Yes, and just me. If you guys don't, do you know her? Oh wait, yeah, there it is. Oh no, I know you know Burns, but Justmefeefe Uniquefee is really, really a great show, a great channel as well. And so she's saying thanks, Sherry. Oh, I missed it. Yes, I was there as well. Okay, Boss Lady Denise is in the building. So good to see you, Fish Snatcher. Fish Snatcher has an amazing channel and a phenomenal wife. If you caught the live I'll let them tell you that. Okay. So the next one is jazz or R&B. Which do you prefer? Put it in the description box. In the chat, jazz or R&B. Now, I love jazz music. I do. It puts me in a really mellow mood, but R&B is so nostalgic for me. There's certain songs that just takes me different places, and I feel like I grew up with R&B. There's a song associated with so many memories. And although I love jazz and jazz is very emotional, jazz tells the story, but the R&B is what is the story. That was the story. And so I have to say R&B. Which do you prefer, jazz or R&B? Justmefeefe is saying R&B. She's from the 90s. Okay. Be the Difference is saying both. Mrs. Carter is saying R&B. Let's see. Jazzy Nicole, you gonna say R&B with Jazzy? I get that. And Vicky's World is saying depends on my mood. Yeah, like jazz is a mood, but R&B is a happening. I think back, I was a teenager in the 80s, young adult in the 90s, and I could just, if I hear a song, I know almost exactly the year. I know exactly what I was doing. I know where I was. I know who I was with. I almost know what I was wearing, and mess around. I might know how I had my hair fixed. So that's what R&B is to me. You think about the people that are singing it, the style that they had, the trends that was going on at that time. It's interesting. And Edward is saying, I'm not sure if there is a popular apple. Okay. I'm just wondering. I'm interested in that. R&B may have it. Let's see. And Fish Snatcher is saying, do you think R&B was better in the 80s? And then, oh, absolutely. You guys, R&B was so much better in the 80s and 90s than it is right now. First of all, right now, anybody can be, I could be an R&B singer, and I wanted to be one, but I can't sing. If I could sing, I would walk into rooms singing. I really would. I really wish I could sing. But if I was like younger now, I could sing, because there's so much technology that makes everyone sound amazing. And I don't know. It's just not the same. And I hear my young adults that I have, my children, they listen to songs from back in our day more than they do of songs that are of this era, because those songs back in our day feel, they have more meaning, more respect, songs that you can listen to in front of your parents, your grandparents. And that's another big difference. The things that they want to do now is like one and done. And it's nothing about developing relationships and really having those special moments. It's just, I don't know. It's just not, it's not the same at all. Let's see. And that could be a whole nother live, what is your favorite R&B and why? Let's see. I see people are putting in songs. Yes, Vicky's World is saying, I'll take the 80s R&B any day. Absolutely. Okay, let's go to another. A concert or recorded music? A concert or recorded music? Which one would you prefer? I prefer a concert, especially if it's from an old school group, because I know they're going to give me more than what's on the actual record. I don't know if you've been to a Brian McKnight concert, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Back in the day, I told you my brothers are 8 and 9 years older than me. So they would take me to the Budweiser Superfest. And they used to have it at Madison Square Garden every year, every summer, like in August. Do y'all remember Luther Vandross concerts? I used to go to Luther Vandross concerts in August of 1987. I went to a Luther Vandross concert and Shirley Murdoch. Luther would have on the most beautiful tuxedos. His backup singers would have beautiful gowns. It was a visual event, in addition to what you can hear. And it was so far beyond the album. And yeah, a concert over the recorded music. What would you take over? Concert. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever been to a Fred Hammond concert. Fred Hammond concerts, literally, because if you go to a really good concert, or if you go to a really good concert, you're not going to be able to hear that good when you come out, okay? And you're going to feel some kind of way, you're going to be sweaty because you were dancing. And that's how it was at a Fred Hammond concert. It was almost like a gospel Earth, Wind, and Fire, just the way that people were responding to the music was incredible. He puts on an amazing concert. I wish I had a producer. Hi, Nikki. Oh, I'm just trying to. How are you doing? Good to see you, Nikki Nichols. You guys, Nikki is amazing. So Nikki and Vern and we have done 2 lives together so far on work from home opportunities. Vern did one on her channel, Vern's Junk Closet, and I did one on mine. It was a Friday night live. And Nikki is the sweetest person and has a wealth of information, knowledge, just like Vern's, and is very willing to share it. She has a work from home job opportunity that she's in, and she knows a lot about like the equipment that you need to be successful in it, and she is just so cool. Okay, let's see. I sing all the time and can't sing a lick. I know, Vicky, so do I. I sing and people will be like, who sings that song? Who? Yeah, I think you should let them sing it. I love it though. I love it. And so Justmefeefe is saying, I know my son, like, Mom, you do want to hear that tune new music is so, oh, it's so X-rated. Yeah. The songs now are so X-rated. They're not good for anyone. Jazzy's talking about Jade. Oh, remember that group Jade, Don't Walk Away? Wow. Yes. Be the difference that she prefers a concert. Yeah, concerts are just so much better. Brian McKnight puts on a great concert. What's his name? Al Green. We went to an Al Green concert once. And, you know, back in the day, you could kind of go up to the stage and be right there with them. And I don't know why, but Al Green gestured and he gave me a rose. And I remember my husband was like, Al Green gave my wife a rose. It was like, it's not that serious. Let's see. Edward Smart, in some ways it's less stressful, but the cost of living stresses some people out. Be the difference. Oh, okay, that's a conversation that they're having. Cool. Oh, because they're probably talking about Hawaii. Edward Smart lives in Hawaii. Fish Snatcher is on when she kicked them shoes off. See, this is what happens when you have a person like me who's still relatively new to lives, and I'm just catching bits and pieces of comments. Oh, how many of you have been to the Essence Festival in New Orleans? It's the 4th of July, around that time, like the weekend, the week of, whatever. How many of you have been, like, I don't know, say I've been or something like that? Oh, unfortunately, with this time that we're in. But the Essence Festival is the best adult event ever. Ever. The concert, it's like the concert starts maybe 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, literally. Okay. And if you hadn't been to New Orleans to the Superdome, they have all of these. First of all, you know, it's enclosed, right? It's indoors. And they have all these suites around. So B artists are in those suites. It could be someone like Sade. It could be someone like Jimmy Jam. I don't think Jimmy Jam, but maybe. I don't even know, but it would be a B-listed artist in the suites. But then there's the main stage, and on the main stage is the top of the top. It'll be Mary J. Blige, New Edition, P. Diddy and his people. I don't even know. I have a main, because I wasn't trying to talk about this, so I can't think. But so it's a flow. And I tell people, don't get the seats on the floor, because you're not going to be sitting down. You're going to walk around. You're going to go and walk around because you have the schedule. So like if it starts at 6 or 7, you may not go till 9 or 10 because the people you want to see aren't on stage yet. And the concert is every night. So there's like 3 nights of concerts. And you walk around and you go and you listen to the people you want to listen to, you dance, you sing, you see people you know, and it's just a flow. It's so grown. It is so grown. It is so grown. It is wonderful. How we got on that topic, I cannot tell you. Oh, because we're talking about concerts or recorded, but that concert is so, and then during the day they have main like speakers, different people speaking, demonstrations. They have vendors from all over the world. It's amazing. And it's so unfortunate it wasn't able to happen this year. But if it comes back, I highly recommend you go. It is so good. And if you like jazz music, go to New Orleans I think it's the last weekend in April, the first weekend in May, and they have the Jazz Festival, and it's so good. They have, first of all, it's the food. That Jazz Festival is really all about the food, because cooks from all over Louisiana have to try out to be able to cook at the festival. So my favorite thing is crawfish bread. And that's the only time of the year I'm able to find it, and it's at that festival. Crawfish bread is like a French roll stuffed with crawfish and sauce and cheese. Whew. Never mind. I digress. That's not even part of the situation. My bad. Yes, Patty LaBelle, Fish Snatcher, and she's been at the Essence Festival before as well. Ooh, so Be the Difference Clothing. I see you saying yes, it was great. Did you go to the Essence Festival? Oh, and frankly, Beverly and Maze is always the last group to perform at the Essence Festival. Oh my goodness, Frankie, how old is Frankie Beverly? But he still has it. And you know what? He don't even have to sing. He just comes on the stage. The band starts to play. He sings one or two to get you to know what song he's singing, and then basically the audience just takes over because everyone knows Frankie Beverly. Yes. Scratching Pete PA. Hello, it's good to see you. Oh my goodness. I see you at Tuber Chat, and so it's really good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Don't talk food, Lisa. I know. Okay, let me see. Let me get back on track. All right. Water or juice. So for me, I love food. So I refuse to drink my calories. So I like to drink water. That's all I drink. I don't drink juice. So what do you prefer, water or juice? And if it's juice, what kind of juice do you like? Yes, thank you all for stopping by. I love the Notting Hill Carnival this year. Is the first year it was not one. It's not on, but there was a Zoom. Oh, they had a Zoom for a carnival? That must have been really interesting. Okay. Well, they had a Zoom for homecomings, for college homecomings. So I guess they could do Zooms for a lot of things. So I see Jazzy Nicole is saying she prefers water, and everyone is speaking. Do you prefer water or juice? I prefer water, and it took me a long time to get to that. But when I realized that a lot of juices have just as much calories and definitely more sugar oftentimes than the food that I was eating, I said, you know what? I'm not going to drink my calories. I'll eat my calories and drink just water. That's it. And I don't even really put any powder drinks or anything in my water. I might put some fruit in my water, which is why I'm going to go over to Vern's to get the fruit in the infused water bottles, because I will do that. I like to put lemon, mint, and cucumbers. And that's kind of like a detox as well, but that tastes really, really good in water. Let me see. Edward Smart is saying water. Be the Difference is saying water. Fish Snatcher is saying water. Water is life. You can live longer without food than you can live without water. So water is definitely life. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The next one is sandals or boots. I prefer boots. I mean, I like sandals, but to me, sandals, they're not really worth the money that they cost, because they cost as much as shoes, and they don't have as much leather support or anything like that. So I prefer boots. I love a nice boot, a riding boot, a high heel boot, a suede boot, a colored boot, a low heel boot, a thigh high boot, a knee high boot, an ankle boot, a water boot, all that. I love boots. And there's so many different types of boots that you can get. So which do you prefer, sandals or a boot? Let's see. Oh, yeah. So Justmefeefe, oh, okay. Well, I have it up there. Justmefeefe. The infused water is really good. And if you go over to Vern's Junk Closet, she actually has a sponsor of an infused water bottle, and it looks really cool. It comes in beautiful colors. I really like the yellow. I'm gonna get it. I'm thinking about also getting them for my daughters, because they always put in something in their water. I don't even want to go there with the strawberries, but I feel compelled to do so. So you guys, we have someone in this chat right now, and it's a situation. Yeah. You probably won't believe me when I tell you this, but there's someone in this chat right now. It's not that they're allergic to them. It's not even that they don't like them. They've never had them before. And it's strawberries. Yeah. And that person knows who they are. Can you believe they've never had strawberries before? I don't know if I want to give it up as to who it is. But she knows who she is. she says that the outside of the strawberry is like pimples, like gives her the EBGBs type of thing. It's the person that has all the laughing emojis. That's who it is. I'm not even going to say the name, but if you're hearing this live, you know who I'm talking about. And if it's you, you know who I'm talking about. She never had a strawberry before. No strawberry shortcake, strawberry ice cream, strawberry milkshake. Yes. So, like I said, it's the person with all of the smiling and laughing emojis. I'm not going to say any names, though. Yeah. I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, Floyd. Ooh, I'm trying to tell you. YouTube is wonderful. This whole networking thing, you meet people, you make those connections, you have those, you know. I love it. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, Floyd. Yes, over 50 and fantabulous. Can you believe it? Yes, be the difference. Just vlogging life. Hello, how are you? The secret is out. All right, let's go on to the next. Hat or she said Floyd. That is such an undercover joke we have. Okay. Hat or no hat? Which do you prefer, a hat or no hat? Of course. Whoever said it dealt it, or whoever dealt it said it or did it. What was that thing growing up when they said, you know, who did that? And then they always said whoever said it dealt it, or whoever dealt it said it. Well, we see who's saying a lot of things. Over 50 and fantabulous, yes. Oh my goodness. Be the difference. You guys, we're all gonna sleep good tonight. All right. So hat or no hat. So for me, it's no hat because I'm of a certain age, I get really warm. However, if I'm on the beach or if I know I'm going to be outside, I will definitely put a hat on. When I am with my apprentices, I have to have a hard hat on because it's on a construction site. But I prefer no hat. Oh, whoever smelt it, dealt it. That's what. So Vern's oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. I promise you, I feel like I can hear your voices because I know, from your videos how you sound. And so this is so funny to me. Yes. So just Nini had it right. Whoever smelt it, dealt it. Hi, Taylor's Fire and Smoke Cooking. Thank you for coming into the live. Thank you. We are doing a challenge. It's actually a challenge that I was challenged on by Vern's Junk Closet, the Vee Mc Show. Actually, she has 2 channels, and it was created by G Free. And so we are just here going over the challenge. As I'm answering, so is everyone in the chat. And I appreciate you, those of you who are playing this all out with me. We're having a good time. It is Monday. We're trying to kickstart this week with something light and airy and fun and just letting our hair down and let it do what it do. So this question was hat or no hat. Let me see. What do we have here? Over. See, I'm trying to keep it together. I know, it is so funny. I'm trying to tell y'all, Vern is amazing. And I love seeing the different sides of people. And that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. When you get to know someone and you know that they're very competent, they're bright, they're brilliant in what they do, but then they have that side when they let their hair down and things like, I've never had a strawberry before because the things on the skin is like pimples to me and I just don't want to touch it. Like, she's never touched a strawberry. She had actually touched a frozen strawberry, but I don't even think that counts. But my thing is, how do you live and not eat strawberry shortcake? Not even try it? Strawberry milkshake? McDonald's? Yeah, okay, it's not real strawberry milkshake, whatever, but still, I don't know. I don't know. How do you do that? Oh my goodness. You guys are something else. You are giving me life. I know my family is probably like, what could be so funny, Mom? So yeah, be the difference. Verns has surprised me as well. She is she's definitely the biggest YouTube cheerleader, and I appreciate her, but no strawberries. And so now, okay, so now everyone's starting to agree. Justmefeefe is saying that it does look like pimples. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like that. That's the thing. And Jazzy Nicole is saying, I like peanut butter and banana milkshakes. I would think that would taste pretty good because I mean, I don't eat the peanut butter and banana sandwiches, but if you ate that and that it does go together, it probably would be good as a milkshake. Banana and anything almost. Banana and strawberry, banana and chocolate, banana and I guess peanut butter, it all tastes so good together. Yes, even Scratching Pete is even laughing. No one's heard of this. No one knows anyone like this. No one. That makes Verns even that much more unique and special to all of us. Absolutely. Okay, let's go to the next. Braids or a bun. And, I guess this is more for the ladies. However, the men, if, what do you prefer to see women with, braids or a bun? I prefer for myself a bun if I'm going to do something different with my hair, but definitely a bun. See, I'm trying to get through this challenge. I'm not going to have completed or accomplished it if I don't get through it. So I'm trying to get through it, y'all. I had to share it. I had to share it. But it didn't come from me. I never said who it was. I never said until they said. Basically, they told on themselves. But you never heard me say who didn't eat strawberries or never had a strawberry or had a problem with strawberries, but aren't allergic to strawberries and never tasted it to say they don't like the strawberry taste per se, than the look. I never said who that was. They basically said, yes, fish snatcher, strawberry, everything is so delicious. It really is. Yes, and Jazzy saying pimples and all. She loves strawberries. Yes. I don't even look at it like that. My thing is, I mean, you don't peel a strawberry, so it's not even about taking that outer skin off. Yes, that is a fact. Vern is the best fish snatcher. Absolutely. So giving and resourceful, Let's see. And so Justmefeefe is saying that I never used to like avocados. It remind you of soap. Let me see. Irish Spring soap? I guess. So, well, I mean, when you peel it, I love avocados. I think they just I could eat those like an apple once they're peeled. So Jazzy Nicole is saying she prefers braids. Be the difference is saying, oh, okay, Edward Smart, you like braids as well. And Justmefeefe, I do my own hair too. I hate, let me see. Jazzy said braids. Be the difference said braids. Justmefeefe is saying braids. So most people like braids, huh? The only thing with braids, I just don't have I don't have the patience. So sitting there getting it done. I braid my girls' hair, my daughter's hair. Even now, as 18 and 20-year-olds, they still come to me to do their hair, to cut their hair, to braid it, to do all kinds of things. But for me, I don't have the patience to sit there. I did try to get sister locks before. That's a whole nother video because it was a situation and they just like it never really took to my hair. And so I fell into the ocean, and they all came out. That's a whole nother story though. So Taylor's Fire and Smoke is saying that they hate banana flavored candy. Yes, Justmefeefe, you do your own hair too. Burns is talking about she's walking out. Slams the door, drops the mic, slams the door. Things are shaking. The room is rattling. No. And you know what, Burns? You don't worry. Your secret is safe with us. You know, it's okay. There may be a support group for that, but you're good. Strawberries are really delicious. I can't wait till you taste one. You may have to taste one on air so we can see it. You trying a strawberry for the first time, I think, would be really good. Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, avocados taste good with baked fish. Avocados is wonderful paired with like bacon. If you eat pork, avocados taste really good with eggs. Avocado paired with a lot of things. It's on a salad. It's really good. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like most people prefer braids. We just have a couple of more. So the next one is, do you prefer, in terms of shades, black and white or color? You know, how some people just prefer wearing black and white clothes, and some people prefer like things that are more colorful. So for me, in terms of my clothing, I prefer black and white because I feel like it's a blank palette, and I can accessorize it with jewelry or a beautiful scarf or jacket. But for my home, I like colors. So what do you prefer? Which do you prefer, black and white or colors? Not a support group. Oh my goodness. I would love to see that, like her having maybe some tongs and the strawberries in the tongs, and she's trying to take a bite out of it. Yes, be the difference. I can tell you love colors. You know, your personality is vibrant, and all the things that you do, like your socks, are beautifully colored, and I could definitely see that. Yes. If you guys have not seen Be the Difference socks, she has amazing socks that have powerful messages. She also is an author, and she writes books with affirmations that are really powerful. If you have young people in your life, or even for yourself, but young people that are looking to mature, to be inspired, to be encouraged on a daily basis, I highly recommend that you get them that book. I brought that book for my son. He's 22 years old now, and he has and still does enjoy that book. Let's see. Taylor's Fire and Smoke Cooking, loves color too. Yes, I can see that. Jazzy Nicole, color. Justmefeefe, I'm all about the season. Summer is colors, and winter, black and white. Carolyn Eats All is mixed. Yeah, I try to get more into colors in my clothing, but I don't know. I just feel like the black and white is just an easier go-to for me. Grays and browns, Edward is saying. Okay. Really, Edward? Being in Hawaii with all those colors? Well, I guess if you can see it, you don't have to have it on too, right? I want to exercise my chakras. You do? Okay. Yeah. You welcome, Be the Difference. You are so dope. Okay, let's see. Texting or talking. So I really prefer talking, but talking takes a lot. And when I have conversations with people, they go on for a long time because there's a lot that they want to get out. There's a lot that I want to get out. But texting is quick, but I don't think it's as personal. Texting, I like when you're trying to relay a message to a whole group of people. But I really do prefer that one-on-one touch that talking provides. So which do you prefer, talking or texting? Let's see. Justmefeefe says, I'm a visit, y'all. I got to go to bed. I have my flooring being laid first thing in the morning, and I'm shattered. I think that's what she said. Yeah. Just wanted to say hey, but enjoyed this, Sherry. Thank you for being here. I enjoyed having you here. Absolutely. Good night. I hope you have a good night. Hope your floors come out amazing. I know they will. And everyone is saying, so Taylor's Fire and Smoke is saying texting. Carolyn East All is saying texting. And Justmefeefe says, Edwards, I'm loving the grays. Just decorated my new house with a few shades. Yeah, our main living space is a lot of gray, but I have golds and deep reds, deep greens, just different earth tones really is what I really love. But the jeweled earth tones is what I prefer. Let's see. Fish Snatcher is saying talking old school. That's why I'm late with my responses. Okay, so you like to talk because the texting is slower for you. But I don't know if you have an iPhone, and I'm not sure about Androids, but with iPhone, you can do the speaking. You can speak into it and it'll type it for you. Good night. Okay. Hey, Adrian, cooking and food review. Are you so serious? I was thinking about you the other day. How are you? You guys, I'm trying to tell you in terms of cooking. I keep telling him because he lives in West Virginia. I'm like, we have to figure out a midway spot. Have y'all been to Adrian's cooking and food review? Because his food is, it just looks superb. Like he buys the best ingredients. He's cooking with the best cuts of meat, and just the things that he's able to do and create is amazing. I don't cook, but I enjoy a great cook. And I respect what they do and how they do it. And he does a great job. Adrian, can you believe I'm live? You guys, Adrian remembers, if he remembers, because I've been on YouTube since 2008, but I didn't start really building my channel until about December of 2019. And one of the reasons is because it was hard for me to find a really good group to network with. And Promo STK used to have these lives, and that's how I met Adrian. And I met a lot of people through her lives. I met Vicky's World through her lives. And because of that, like, they're really inspiring and motivating, and it's almost like being a part of a team where they just want everybody to win. And so I would go to their different lives and stuff, and I used to be like, I don't know if I could do a live. Like, ooh, that takes a lot. I'm nervous. I don't know if I could do it. And they would all encourage me, like, yes, you can do it. Come on up. Adrian let me come up to to one of his panels just to come and just to kind of see how it felt. And they just all have been encouraging. And Adrian, look at me. This is like, I don't go live all the time, but I'm okay with it now. So, it's all about evolution and evolving and growing and accepting what you don't know, learning all you can so that you can get better and better each day. Absolutely. Yeah, you remember? Absolutely. Yeah. Adrian's, he is Jamaican, and so his dishes all have a Caribbean twist to it, and he just does a good job. He actually used to have a restaurant, and I'm trying to convince him to do something along those lines again, because his food needs to be shared with the masses. Like, so serious. He does a good job. He really does. Okay. I'm not a pro. I am definitely not a pro at being going live yet, Adrian. I don't know if I'll ever be a pro. I feel like once you start learning, and you think you got it, then they add something new to it, So it's always going to be something. Okay, so this is the last one. I've been enjoying you guys. So fireplace or campfire? Now, when I was younger, I would have said campfire, but since I've been married, we've always had a home with a fireplace. So I love the ease of a fireplace. It's just, you're not outdoors in the elements, but yet you're still like in your home and cozy. So for me, I prefer a fireplace, although I do like fire pits, but the campfire is a whole different thing. We're talking forest, we're talking sleeping bags, tents. That's how I envision it. But I prefer a fireplace. Which do you prefer? No, thank you, Nikki. Thank you. I receive it. Thank you. She said, look at me now, like rocking it. Thank you. Thank you, Adrian. I'll receive it. You know what? Thank you. You guys are sweet. You really are. Campfire by the water. I bet you do love that, fish snatcher, and you have your lines out there doing those midnight fishing probably, or early morning fishing. That probably is really good. Yeah, so be the difference. You like the campfire. And the thing about the campfire, I like the smell of it. Now, when I was in high school, my high school, I think they still do this. Thanksgiving, we always play our rival team, which is the town right next to us. And be the difference, you probably noticed because I went to Teaneck High School in Teaneck, New Jersey, and our rival was Hackensack High School, and it still is. It's been our rival for decades. And the night before, everyone's coming home from school or whatever. They have a huge prep rally that night before, so that Wednesday night, and they have a bonfire on the field. And then they have a party typically. I don't know if they probably don't have a party anymore, but that bonfire used to be huge. And it was just such a good time, a good reunion for everybody to come together, reminisce, and typically we'd lose the next day. Teaneck would lose. I think we might have won maybe 2 or 3 times in the past 70 years. So yeah, that's how that would go. But it's all about the experience. Right. So Edward is saying campfire as well. And Taylor's cooking and says it depends on the situation. Yeah. Not doing the bonfire, Burns. I'm trying to tell you that bonfire, it was mesmerizing to see the different colors of orange and yellow, and red, specks of red just kind of all coming together. It was actually beautiful. So you guys, that is the end of this challenge, of all of the questions. If you are interested in doing this challenge too, know that I have all of the questions that I shared with you all. I have all the questions in the description box below. This challenge is the either or and why. Either or and why. Either or, yeah, and why. And it was created by G Free. I was challenged by the Vee Mc Show, better known as Vern's Junk Closet. Actually, it's not better known as because it's just 2 channels. So it's the Vee Mc Show, and then there's Vern's Junk Closet. The Vee Mc Show is who challenged me, and I have the link down below. I have the link down below for the G Free Show, who created it. So you can see what it looks like from the beginning. It's not live. If this is something you want to do live, great. I would love it. I would love it. If not, you could just do the video and just have a pretty much a quick video going over either or and why, so that we can get to know you a little bit better. And my challenge is to Mrs. Carter, Sister Fefe Tyson, Conversations with D, Pink Motivation, You Can Talk Your Way to Healthier Relationships, and J.W. Van Minimal. And ladies, if you do this challenge, and I hope that you do, please say in the title that it was created by G Free, and also put the name of it, either, comma, or, and why challenge. So for all of you that are in the building, I appreciate you for being here with me this Monday night and supporting this challenge, getting to know me a little bit better, and for me to get to know you a little bit better. It's like all work and no play keeps the doctor away. No. I am not good with these types of things. Wait. All work and no play. What does that mean? Who could tell me? All work and no play does not a good time have. I don't know, but there's so many great channels that were in here tonight. And for those of you that are catching this on the replay, play along and write down your responses to these either, or, and why. So I want to thank Burns for rocking and being here, Be the Difference, and being my mods, and Over 50 and Fantabulous being my mod, being here. Mrs. Carter jumped in for a minute. I know she got her babies that she got to take care of, and they have to go to school tomorrow. So she, I know, is multitasking. I enjoyed everyone. Jazzy Nicole81. I think you might have been one of the first ones here. Edward Smart. I know the time, you must be a little bit earlier than us because you're in Hawaii. Thank you for being here. Taylor's Fire and Smoke Cooking. Thank you. You need to go and check out Taylor's Fire and Smoke Cooking because I want to say he had a smoker and he refurbished it that he had received. Fish snatcher out there snatching up all those fish in the ocean and not leaving anything for anybody else. However, his wife, I've seen this, has caught more and larger fish than him. Be the Difference Clothing. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. And I caught some of her live. She goes live every night. Burns Junk Closet. If you don't know her, if you don't know anybody in here, I highly recommend you grab them up. Burn is the YT cheerleader. She will cheer you on to every goal that you have set forth. Nikki Nichols, who is amazing. And go over there, say hi, say how you doing. Check her out. She is so informative and has such a calm spirit. Absolutely. Adrian's Cooking and Food Review. I am so happy to see him in here in the house. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Carolyn Eats All, Justmefeefe Uniquefee. Great channels, great channels. I'm trying to tell you. Over 50 and Fantabulous. I thank you for your support. Thank you for always having kind words, for the prayers that you have for me. Thank you so much. And she's also one of my mods. Oh, Gilmar Farias from Brazil. I didn't even see you walk in. I'm glad I'm scrolling up. I didn't want to miss anyone. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. Let me just see. This is when you need a producer. Scratchin' Pete PA. I'm so glad to be connected to you. We have recently become connected in the past couple of weeks, I want to say. So it's good to see you here. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Did I capture everyone? I think so. Just want to make sure. This is what happens when you start calling out names. You feel compelled to just, you know what, let me make sure I get everyone at this point. I think that's everyone. I said Mrs. Carter, right? Yeah. All right. I believe I have everyone. So you guys, you have been amazing. You made this challenge so much fun for me. It would not have been the same without you here. This channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and of course, real life, real issues, and real talk. I always go live Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I have an amazing guest coming on this Friday. I'm excited for her, and you should be too if you knew who she was. But I'm not going to tell you who she is yet. But I encourage you and I invite you to come out, save the date, put your alarm on for Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and join the live. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. This person is very motivating. I'm inspired by her, and I cannot wait to hear her story. Boss Lady Denise was in the building. Thank you for being here. I want to make sure I don't forget anyone. You see how people, they weave and dip and dab in, and I just don't want to forget anyone. I believe I said Justmefeefe Uniquefee, but in case I didn't, I said it again. Yeah, I believe I have everyone. So I have fun, you guys. I really did. I'm glad I decided to do this live. And like I said, all the information for this challenge is in the description box below. And I just want to leave you with, remember to practice how you play. Practice so hard so that when you play, you will always play to win. This has been Real Talk with Coach Sherry.